We all have heard about a word called boundary, and it looks like a very simple word. But you know what? The way it has been represented among so many conversation, like in therapist, in breakup recovery, in healthy relationship, I feel like I felt like I didn't have any idea about it and how it actually works. And to be very honest, I'm still not yet figured out because I'm just working on it. So I thought, like, why not just learn it together and understand it better? So let's figure it out and learn together. So, starting with the same pattern, before understanding what boundaries are, we'll understand what boundaries are not. So, we felt like boundaries are pretty similar to walls. But no, actually, they both are totally different things. Walls is just like a thing which you create around yourself to create a privacy for yourself. So if you'll, see in the world right now, we have houses, and houses are built of multiple walls, and each room dedicated to like four walls basically. So that just represent to the privacy. Okay, so boundaries is not actually similar to walls because walls create loneliness for you, and it means there is no entry, or you should be cautious. The entry is prohibited for you for the following area. It's just similar to that. Meanwhile, boundaries are not like that. You are not creating loneliness for you. Instead, you just being a little cautious and respected towards yourself, and you decide that who will come for you, how and when. It's not like a punishment. Okay, you are not giving yourself or the other person any punishment that you need to behave in certain way, you need to act like that, you need to appear like that. No, it's not like that. Instead, it just little bit uh l- I would say it gives a lot of liberty, freedom and happiness to you, plus a state of relax for the other person as well, because they don't need to be do that try and testing. They should be aware what they don't need to do, and yeah, what is a hard no for you. So while thinking, like, having the clear differentiation between the loneliness and boundaries, sorry, walls and boundaries, will move forward, like what boundaries actually are. So I would state in a very simple line for you, which I found out understanding for me, that boundaries is a safe distance which gives you freedom to love others and yourself. So basically, when I was learning about boundaries, it has, it is a total concept out there, and it's just different, okay, and wide concept. This simple line which I figure out for myself, that it is a safe distance which gives you freedom to love yourself and love other at the same time. You should not to choose any one of them, neither you or the other person. There is no choice like that. Plus, boundaries differ from person to person. So if you feel like, okay, my sister have that kind of boundary, I should also have it, maybe that is not your behavior type, that is not your attachment style. So it just depends a lot of you know concepts and behavior styles out there. So other boundary should not be your boundary. This is not a mandatory. We don't have that common, apart from those basic common boundaries, we don't have some specific boundary which needs to be with everybody. It just differs according to your behavior style and your comfort. And as I've told you, like, there are different kind, and so they have categories, like, in basic terms. First one is physical, about your that is just like how accessible you are, your interaction related to yes, like in physical term, in terms of your body, your intuition level and this stuff. And second one is your mental, like your what's your value, what's your belief, how much respect you hold, and these are your mental boundaries. And lastly, is emotional, like how much emotional labor you put into any relationship, how much problem solving or other emotional traits and maturity level is under the emotional boundary. Now, while reading that, I learned a fun. It's like a fun fact, I would say, that the psychologist named Nadra Tawab has written a book called like related to boundary and find peace. Okay, set boundaries and find peace. I'm so sorry. I just uh, you know uh, like I just forgot the book name of her, but yeah, that it's related to boundary. In that, she has mentioned that people who were anxiously attached, who then have the clear path, they have really hard time to create boundaries, and they are not able to communicate about their boundaries well. So yeah, if you are like that, like specifically I was like that, and I think I'm kind of like that till now also. But yeah, I'm just improving on it. But yeah, that's why setting boundaries a little bit hard. And when I heard that, it felt like a stink, like it stinged a bit. But yeah, it's okay, we need to deal with it. Okay, now uh if boundaries are that much important and it plays a vital role, and it is a wide concept of our individual learning and maturity, then why do we struggle? Like specifically, I am struggling right now, maybe you are also struggling while setting a boundary where you should not do it, you should say no to that thing, but you are not able to make it clearly communicate to the other person. And this is happening. So this happened in multiple cases, as we have already discussed that in other videos of people pleasing, inner child attachment. So like that, when we find when we find struggling among setting the boundaries, so it caused that love was conditional for us one time. We have behaved in certain ways to get the outcome. We often feel responsible for making other people feel in certain manner, no feel dangerous to us. And lastly, I would say, because it is in the environment, also in our culture, in our society, that you should say yes to your uh, guest, you should behave in certain way, you should stay respected to your elders no matter what. So all these things all together just build up and then make you struggle in later on phases of your life. Now, it's little bit struggling and we find hard. So before setting up the boundary, how boundary actually looks in real life. So there are certain, we have all kind of relationship for ourselves, and each kind of relationship have certain kind of boundary. Like I'll give you few basics one, and but you'll figure out your own after that. So under friendship, suppose you have a friend who just call you when they need something, when they need a favor, when they are too stressed and they need somebody to talk, because they need somebody to talk to, because they know you will listen. Meanwhile, they will not listen you if they will at your place. So in that kind of situation, when you are clearly stating them that I am here for you. I'm your friend, but I can't be available for you all the time because I'm not getting the same efforts from you. That's a clear boundary in friendship. For relationship, if you have told your partner that this is something which stings, which gives me trigger, and then they just acknowledge it and then they said, okay, sorry, I'll not repeat it. But the same pattern you're observing again and again. Okay, so you just need to talk to them, you just need to confront them that I have already told you, and if you choose to repeat it, I will not choose to acknowledge it. Or I would say, uh, god, I forgot the word now, that I will not tolerate that. Okay, so that's a clear boundary in your relationship, in your workplace, because today's generation, like I would say, Gen Z is little bit so cool, that's why people find them a little bit disrespected. But yeah, in workplace you should maintain a clear boundary that this is my work time, this is dedicated to my work. I will dedicatedly work during that time, but after my work hours, I'm not available. So when the work appears after your work hours and you are busy with something else, then just a simple message of I will deal with it tomorrow is a clear boundary for your workplace. Now, the last one is little bit hard, and I would say it is the most hard part, and that is for your family. When you need to set a clear boundary with your family, because yeah, there are few of us who are lucky to have a understanding family and they promote growth, but there are few where people just try to emotionally blackmail you. If you try to share your dreams, ideas, and want to figure out something which is different than their own, they just try to tell you, oh, this is they just try to blackmail you. They just tell you, you don't listen, you're not a good person, you're not respectful enough towards them. So in that kind of situation, you just need to state a clear boundary that I love you with whole of my heart, but that doesn't mean that I love myself a little less. And uh, to for my growth, I know what sometimes I also know what is best for me, and I want you to give me that space. That's the clear boundary, and I know this is hardest because I think this is the one I'm working lot lately. So this is how we a boundary looks like. Now the prop now we have discovered all the things, like how it looks like, what we're doing, what we need to do, what kinds of categories out there, and what they are not, what they are. Now the actual part, how we start building them. Then before following any other person's state and you are inspired from them, just try to figure out yourself. So first try to figure out your resentment, map your resentment. What is something which triggers you? What is something is intolerable for you? When some if you have the freedom to say anything to anyone without having the judgment of or without having the fear that, oh, this person will lose me, I might lose this one, and that stuff. There are certain things which should be which are non-negotiable for you. Figure those out. Those are the first places you will start. Like, I'm so sorry, you just need to work it done, get it done, because this is you, and you need to, if you would like to have a completely confident personality, you need to give yourself a time, because eventually you're giving a lot of your time to others, so why not to give yourself. Second one is, whenever you will find that out, okay, now this next part would come up, that you need to communicate that to the other person, because you have find it out, maybe they haven't. So in that kind of situation, you need to communicate, and in that kind of communication, please use a simple language. Do not use complex. Do not try to get a script out of it. Do not overthink. Just a simple sentence, like in workplace we just say, I'll get it done by tomorrow, because that is after your work shift. Okay, similarly, you just need to find a very simple language and put it done. Do not over explain afterwards. Just observe behaviors. Third one would be, you need to expect some guilt when you're going to communicate and the other person is not comfortable, because maybe you have already made them feel familiar, or this is for your future relationship as well. Maybe that when you're going to say something about your boundary, they that just sit well with them, so they may not able to you know compete with it, not compete, align with it. So in that kind of thing, just try to, you will get a little bit of guilt from your family, friends, partner. So just expect that guilt from them. And lastly, there will be few people who will not able to adjust according to your boundaries, who will not going to accept your non-negotiable, no matter how much you have done for them, how much time you have invested with them. So they'll leave. But try to threaten with their absence. Let them leave, please, because eventually you can't fake your whole personality for your whole life, and you're planning to do that, it will be hell exhausting. So please let them leave now. No, just let them leave. Maybe uh, in that kind of situation, the absence comes from sometimes from a very long relationship. But yeah, You just need to find yourself, and you already know what is right for you. So just choose the right for you instead of a sugar coated wrong. And so this is all, yeah, what we need to do here. And lastly, I would like to just tell you that it is not a perfection thing. We are not here to being perfect. We are just here to learn how to be an individual, while totally understanding that we all of us have a valid intention and needs, and we should not feel guilty and trapped about it. So yeah, you just need to work on it. This is a task which you will start, and I would say this is a task which will bring a lot of respect from your inner child to you if you're going to implement it clearly. So yeah, that's all we have discovered. Let's just learn and implement it together. I'll just share the updates with you guys, because as I told you, I'm still learning it. So let's just learn together and grow together. For the next video, I don't know what we are going to discuss, but I think next video I will going to discuss that why sometimes let go is too hard. So let's just wait. I'll see you at Wednesday.